Hello, in this tutorial we will be learning about how to develop your own app like YouTube in Thunkable with the help of blocks and designing with the help of Thunkable. So let's get started. So let's click this create new app button. Because of that you can name your project. Now I'm going to name my project as YouTube. Then I'm going to select the category of our application. I'm going to set as entertainment and I'm going to disable this and I'm going to create the app here. So it's in the process, so it will be take some time to load your mobile emulator and designing part. So this is our beautiful mobile emulator. So now I'm going to search for an image here. I'm going to drag and drop one image component, invisible component from a image name section. So now I'm going to a new tab and search for a YouTube icon. YouTube. So here you can go to the images and you can get this image, right? So you can get this image itself. Let's copy this image address. So let's go to the accountable. Let's paste here in the picture. So let's increase the width of this one as 180, or we can keep as 200. Okay. Or let's keep as 220. Also I want to decrease the height as 100. Also the height width is maybe 200, or else I can keep as 180. Keep 150. 150. Yes, I think this is okay for before. So this is a YouTube icon that we add. This is a flash screen for our application. So then I'm going to create a new tab, and here what I'm going to do next means we are going to create a login system here. So it's not a real login system for our application. So let's create a duplicate login system here. So here what I'm going to do next means here we are going to a new tab and search for people image. People image. People images. You can search for animated. So let's get animated images, not for people. It's people and images animated. So here I can get this image, right? I can get any one image here like this one. I can get any one like this. Yes, I can get this one, I think so. Yes, I can get this image. This is too good. Then I can get this one. Just copy image address and I'm going to the thunkable and will search for one image here. So this image is going to be here. I'm going to paste the URL here. Also I'm going to increase the width of this one image as 200, else I can be 220. Yes, it's good. So then what I'm going to do next means we are going to do the login system here. So here we are going to drag and drop one text input here after the image too, which is this people image, right? So I'm going to drag and drop one text input here. So this text input's hint is going to be a username. Then I'm going to duplicate this text input one again and I'm going to set it as a phone number. So then I'm going to duplicate the text input again. I'm going to set it as email address. So for this one I'm going to drag and drop one button here. So this button is going to be save. Also this width of the save button is going to be absolute size 200 pixels. Now I'm going to set the screen to a vertical alignment is going to be space around. So this is good right now. So then I'm going to create a new screen here. Okay, so this screen what it's going to do means this is the explore screen here. Explore screen, or else normally in youtube.com what we can get means you can get this one as home. So what I'm going to do here in our thunkable means here I'm going to name this one as home screen. Home. But then what I'm going to do next means after the home screen we are having the account screen for in our application. Account. Yes, that's all for in our one. So then what I'm going to do next means I'm going to do this. I'm going to add one row here. going to add a row here. So after the row, we are going to search for a data viewer list. So note this is a data viewer list, not data viewer grid. Okay, that I can add after the row one, not inside the row one. Also inside this row one, what I need to do means I can search for this YouTube again. So we can get this image with the YouTube name. Let's copy image address, go to the thunkable, and I'm going to drag and drop one image component here inside this row one. So you need to note one thing, this is inside the row one. I'm going to paste that one here. It's not data. So let's copy the image address again, copy image address, and I'm going to paste inside this picture. I think it's data, right? So it's not visible for us. So let's preview this one. So this is very small. So I can set this height as 100, also width as 200. Okay. So now it will be okay, I think so. So while testing the app, it will be okay, I think so. Here. So we can keep this width as 250. Sorry, 250. Let's test the application again. Also I need to set this height as somewhat small, not 190, it's 80. So height is not decreasing. So let better than this, what I'm going to do next means I'm going to delete this image here. So or else I can keep this one as 50 by 50, 50 by 50. Then I want to paste the YouTube's icon here, YouTube icon that we copied previously, right? Copy image address, let's paste inside this image here. Also I'm going to increase the width by 80, else we can keep as 60, 70. Yes, 70 is okay. I'm going to set this one's rows horizontal alignment is going to be in the left hand side. I'm going to set this height is going to be fit content. Okay, that's all for this one. So then what I'm going to do next means here we are going to select a list item layout. So now we will select a list item layout as this one. Okay, so then what I'm going to do next means here we are going to add one button here after the list viewer one. So this button is going to be background color is nothing, and we are going to search for add icon here, add icon with blue color. So you can get any one icon from here. So I want this one because this is very nice. Also I can get this one. So copy the image address here and go back to the thunkable and paste inside the button tools. A background picture is going to be this one. Also set this button's height is going to be absolute size. Also it's 50 pixels. So then it is going to be absolute size 50 pixels. That's all for this add button. So then what I'm going to do next means we are going to the account screen, right? So this account screen will be having the some more text inputs that we added here. So now what I'm going to do means I'm going to drag and drop one image here. Now I'm going to set this image URL is going to be the URL that I copied here. Copy this one and paste inside this one. Also this in the screen tools we are having height as 150 by 220. So I'm going to keep as 120 by 220. Okay, that's all for this one. I'm going to drag and drop one label here for displaying the user's name. So it's username, and after the username we need to duplicate it again, and we're going to set it as a phone number, and after the phone number what we're going to do next means we are going to have this one like email address, let's check with this one 123. Also this is 123. So then I'm going to add one button for us under unsave. Let's keep as delete button, delete account button. Okay, I'm going to set this width of this delete account button is going to be 200 pixels. I'm going to set this background color of this button is going to be red color. So then I'm going to set this account screen's vertical alignment is going to be spaced around. So that's all for this account screen. So then what we are going to do next means we are going to drag and drop one bottom tab navigator, so which you can say in the YouTube, right? Like that we are going to create a bottom tab navigator before this home screen. Okay, I'm going to keep this one. Yes, I'm going to leave it. So defaultly some screens will come like home screen under the bottom tab navigator one. So I want to delete these everything because I had created a home screen and the account screen. So I don't require these kind of screens which is automatically coming from this top bottom tab navigator. So now it's reloading thunkable. So here you can see the bottom tab navigator, right? Still two screens is remaining with the bottom tab navigator. So now I'm going to delete that both of them screens. So then what I'm going to do next means I'm going to keep this home screen inside this bottom tab navigator. Also I'm going to keep this account as inside this bottom tab navigator. But now account screen is first and home screen is next, but I want the home screen as first, so I'm going to keep this first of this one. Okay, okay, it's okay now. So if I close this bottom tab navigator means both of the screens are closing. That means we are kept both of them screen inside this bottom tab navigator one. So also in the home screen we need an icon, right? So let's search for a home icon. Home icon. So here we can get so many home icons. So I can get this one. This is very beautiful. So let's just get this copy image address back to the thunkable. In the home screen, if you go on to the last means in the active tab icon, you can paste it there. So let's go to the account screen here. So let's search for account icon 2. Account icon. Yes, it's the account icon. You can get some other like this one, a copy image address, and let's go to the thunkable, paste it in the active tab icon. That's all for this one. Then what I want to do next means, so let's test this designing part alone. Home screen. Yes, you can see this screen and home screen and account screen, right? So this is both of the screens that you can see here. Also this YouTube's icon is too big, I think, so let's keep the height as 40. Also decrease the width as 50 or else 60 or else 55 is okay. So width. So let's test the live test. What happened? This is very big. Something is error with this one, I think so. Yes, now it's okay, right? So then what I'm going to do next means I want this icon after some more. I need to give some space between this. So I'm going to give one label here. Also I'm going to set the label text is 1DL. Also text color is going to be white in color. White in color. Okay, that's all for this one. So I'm going to test this application. So I want to live test it again. Yes, now you can see, right, it's having some space between these two. Now it's really good. So then what I'm going to do next means here in the account screen part we have done with everything. So now I'm going to create one screen which is going to help us to publish the video. So let's have one screen here. So this is the main screen. So what I'm going to do next means let's have this one. So this is the part 1 screen. So this is a screen for publishing and this is for the thumbnail. So let's add one image here. Also add icon again. So let's get this add icon here. Yes, I can just copy image address. I'm back to the thunkable, paste it here. It's visible, right? I'm going to set this radius as 100 pixels. Okay, so just one. So then what I'm going to do next means here you can get one label, right? So here we are going to display that label here. 1 second. So I'm going to keep this label before this image file. So this label's text is going to be thumbnail. So your thumbnail is going to be the text here. Thumbnail. This one. Also I'm going to set this font size as 25 pixels and this is very nice. And I'm going to set this screens a vertical alignment is just going to be space around, or else I can keep this image 5 as the first place, first before this label 5. Okay, now it's really good, right? Your thumbnail, upload thumbnail. Instead of keeping your thumbnail, let's say as upload thumbnail. Upload thumbnail is the text here, and it's really beautiful here now. So then we are going to create another one screen, so which is going to display the where we can upload the video. Okay, so I'm going to set the screen 4, and I'm going to drag and drop the image again. Image. So here we are going to have two things here. So one is going to be randomly invisible and visible. So here we are going to have this video here after this image 6. So this video is currently we can keep this as invisible, and I'm going to set this text, I mean this image image is going to be that URL that we copied, right? So from the add icon blue, copy image address here, so paste in the picture. So I'm going to set this radius as 100 pixels. Why? Because we can't able to display the video in the image, so that's why we have created two types of image 6 and video 1. So then what we are having means, so as I said, so this is the screen to upload the video. So then we need one button to go to the next screen. So this is a button to go to next. So then I'm going to set the width of this button is going to be 200 absolute size pixels, and I'm going to set this up. Screen force vertical element is going to be space around. Now it's good, right? So then user was clicking the next button. Here he or she will be navigating the screen to be new screen, so which is the screen to fill the details. Now the user had filled the thumbnail, videos, and now we need to upload, I mean we need to set the text inputs with the help of title. We need to input the title for this video. So after the title we are having the subtitle. So after the title we will be having a description, right? Description part. So description, okay, description part. So title, a description, also subtitle is going to be the username, so it's on the stored variable, so we don't need that one currently now. So then what I'm going to do next means, also we need some animated image extraordinary here. So before this text input, okay, so this is which is going to be 220, okay, 220. Also this image is going to be image URL is going to be screen tools that we done, right? So this is the same image that we are going to do in the screen file. Also I'm going to paste inside these pictures, and I'm going to set another button here. So button after this text input 5. So this text inputs files button files, a text input text is going to be publish. Also make this absolute size 200 pixels for this width part. I'm going to set this vertical element of this screen is going to be space around. So then once we need to once the user was clicking the publish button, that time we are going to navigate to another one screen, which is the publishing screen. Okay, so let's name it as publishing. Okay, let's rename as publishing. So this is going to be have one loading icon. Okay, I'm going to set this loading icon's color as blue, like this dot blue. Okay, it's perfectly fine now. So then what I'm going to do next means, so we have created one publishing screen. So once it was published, that time it is going to navigate the screen to screen X, I mean the screen 1 flash screen. So now this is successfully done for this one. So we need one screen for displaying the videos, right? So whenever user was clicking this video, some other video in the home screen, So the user should be navigated to another one screen, right? Like every YouTube will be have this. So let's create one screen for viewing the data. So a screen view is going to be this ID of the screen. So then this screen is going to be we are going to have at the top itself the video. Okay, so video, we'll be having the video here. So then what I'm going to do next means we will be having one label here for displaying the title of this video. Title of this video, as someone said, this has 25 pixels, not 1 2 25 25 25. Okay, now it's okay. So then I'm going to duplicate it again. We are going to display the publisher as a font size 20 pixels, and we're going to have one description here. Let's duplicate it again. So this is going to be description. Okay, this is going to be the thing here. So I'm going to set this as screen views. Horizontal alignment is going to be in the left side. Horizontal alignment is going to be in the left side. Also, I'm going to set this height is going to be fit content. So has how much here something it will display, and at the vertical alignment as top one. So then we will be displaying before we need some space between these two variables, right? So let's keep just 10. So let's keep like 14, or 14 is enough, and I'm going to set this color text color as white. Again I'm going to duplicate it, and that label is going to be after the label 7. Again I'm going to duplicate it, and that label is going to be after those. So we don't need this one. Why? Because we already have this space, right? So much of space, so that's why we don't need here anything. So then what we are going to do, if we display one video means it will be perfectly fine, I think so. So then that's all for this viewing part. So then we need another one screen which is for loading. Okay, so whenever user was clicking any videos here the user will be navigated to the loading screen. So load is a loading screen. So let's have a loading icon here again. So for loading the data from the database, so this color is going to be blue. Again also I'm going to keep this blue. Okay, that's all, it's perfectly fine. So it's going to load the data, collect the data from the database, and it's going to store on the variable. So then we are going to view in this one. Also we need one row here, or else we can keep let's check for one block. Whenever user was back pressed, we need the back pressed. Okay, back pressed button. Okay, we are having the button, so we don't need one button here. So that's all for this part, designing part. So let's start the blocks part, I think so. So let's get started the blocks part. So before we enter the blocks part, we need to add some components, invisible components here, like media db here. Okay, so after the media db we need to have one photo library here. So we need to upload the photo library after this media db1 or before the media db1. So let's upload the camera here. So also we don't need the camera here, I think so. Why? Because we need the thumbnail as from uploading only, right? So then I don't need to duplicate. No, I can delete this one. Also I want to delete this camera one too. Why? Because we don't need the camera component here. So photo library, okay, and we need a file picker mainly for picking the video here. Okay, that's all for this one. So then what we need to do next means we need to set up our databases here. So let's set up our database. So now we are in our database part. So let's search for docs.google.com/spreadsheet. So here what I'm going to do means, so here we are going to create one blank sheet here. So here we are going to name it as YT home data. YT home data. This is the database name. So first we are having the title of the video, right? So let's click and name in the A1 title of this video and subtitle of this video in a B1 subtitle. After the subtitle we are having the description, right? So let's name the description in the C1 description. Okay, description in the C1. So in the D1 what we need to do means we have successfully set it up in the home screen. So let's go to the home screen in our app. So in home screen we are having the image, the title, subtitle, description and image. So we are having the title, subtitle, description and image. Let's search for an image here. So image means nothing but the thumbnail. So after the thumbnail we need mainly video, right? So video URL, so it's going to be displayed here. So that's all for this database part. Now we need to add the database in our application. For doing so, let's go down to the data source in the thunkable. So let's click this add. So let's click this create new button. So here click the Google Sheets and click the select a sheet here. But before that I want to connect with my Google account. So I can connect with my Google account here. So once I connected with my Google account, so I can create a select a sheet here. Let's click select this YT home data, so that we created a database, right? It's in the Google Docs, I mean the Google spreadsheets. Let's click this create button, because of that a database will be adding for us in the thunkable. So now we have successfully added the YT home data database in our data sources. So now we need to link the database with the data viewer list one. So with the help of, let's select this YT home data. Also here in the pictures part we need the image thumbnail, and title we need the title, and subtitle is going to be the subtitle, and description is going to be nothing here. So let's select something, we don't need anything in the description part. So let's go to the account, let's go to the blocks part here. So in the blocks part what I'm going to do means, let's go to the blocks, and whenever user was opening this screen, so before that I need some variables, stored variables. So this stored variable is going to be the name itself, username. So after the username what else we are having means, we are having the phone number. So after the username we are having the phone number, then we are having the email address, email. So then what I'm going to do means, that's all for this one. So whenever user was opening this screen, that time we are going to check for one thing, if else condition. So if is equal to if is equal to null, which is equal to null means if the email was equal to null, or else let's check the name is a very important thing here. So if the name is equal to null, that time we are going to wait for some seconds, wait for almost 3 seconds. That time we are going to, after once we waited, that time user is going to navigate to the screen 2. So again it is going to wait for some, so let's remove this comment here. So I can duplicate this, wait 3 seconds here. So else if it not is equal to null, if it's filled with something with a name means, that time we are going to navigate the screen to screen home screen. Okay, so then what I'm going to do next means so let's navigate it to this home screen. So now we are going to the screen 2, right? So in the screen 2 what are we having means, so username, phone number, email address. So whenever user was clicking this button 1, so that time we are going to save the data in the variables. So as I said, we are going to save it in the variables. So we can set this name as text input 1. Okay, so text input 1, text is going to be this user's name. So again we are going to duplicate the variable again. So this phone number is going to be the text input 2. Again the stored variable email is going to be a text input 3. Okay, text input 3 is going to be this email address. So once they stored these everything, now we are going to navigate the screen to screen 1. So then they are now going to navigate it to the screen home. Okay, screen home. So whenever user was clicking this add button, the time user is going to and navigate the screen to screen. uh, the screen, what is the screen? Add button for screen screen 3, I think so. Yes, screen 3. So it's screen 3. So whenever user was clicking this button 2, that time user is going to navigate the screen to screen 3. So let's go to the controls. Let's navigate the screen to screen 3. So then we are going to navigate to screen 3, right? So let's go to the account screen. So whenever user was opening this account screen, so that time they are going to display some details in the label 1, label 2, label 3. So in the label 1 part, we are going to display the user's name. So then in the label 2 part, we are going to display the user's phone. And we are in the label 3. In the label 3 part, we are going to display the for email, in the email address. Okay, so whenever this was opens, that time we are going to display here. So whenever user was clicking the button 3, which is a delete account button, so that time user is going to keep this every stored variable as null. So now what I'm going to do next means we're going to set this everything as null. So username also now, and phone number also now, and email also going to be now. So we have successfully set everything as null. Now we are going to navigate the screen to screen 1. Because of that, it will navigate the screen to screen way to login. Okay, so in the let's start creating program. Let's start doing the program for this screen 3, which is this add thumbnail screen. So whenever user was clicking this image 5, whenever user was clicking this image 5, that time we are going to get one photo. Select from, we are going to select one picture here, and we are going to display it in the image 5. Okay, we are going to display it in the image 5, or else also we need to we are going to store it in one variable, which is going to be img publish, img to publish, image to be published. So that image is going to be stored in this one. Img publish is going to be stored, this photo is going to be stored in the img published. So then we are going to navigate the screen to screen 4. Okay, so in the screen 4, what we are going to do next means here, so whenever user was clicking this image 6, so add button. So whenever user was clicking this image 6, that time we are going to get the file picker. So the file type is going to be video, and once the user was picked successfully, that time we are going to display it in a video 1. So we are going to set that video as this file in the video 1. So that time we are going to invisible this image 6 and visible the video 1. So this image 6 is going to be visible is false, and we are going to set this image video 1 is going to be true. Video 1 visible is going to be true. Also whenever user was clicking this button next, button 4, that time we are going to navigate the screen to screen 5. Screen 5. Okay, I'm successfully done for this one. Also we need one, mainly we need one variable here to store one thing. So video to be published, is the variable that we are having here. So then whenever user was clicking the button 4, or else we can directly go with this one itself. So we are going to set this video to be published is going to be this one 5. So then what we're going to do means we are going to navigate the screen to screen 5. So then we are going to set this one, right, this one and all. So we are having one, first of all we are going to create an app variable named title to published. So title published variable. So then after title we are having a description to be published, So then what else we are having means whenever user was clicking this button 5, that time we are going to set these variables. Okay, so we are going to set this title to be published. Title to be published is going to be text input force text. Text inputs force text. So then what you are going to do next means we are going to set this description to be published is going to be text inputs 5 text. Okay, that's all. So then once the publish was clicked, that time we are going to navigate the screen to screen publishing. Okay, publishing. So whenever the screen was open, screen publishing was opens, that time we are going to send the data to the database. So how we can send the data to the database means, so let's first of all we need to convert the images that we have created. So first we are having the thumbnail. So so that thumbnail is going to be nothing but the image to be published. Okay, that image to be published. Then once we successfully converted the image to the thumbnail, so that time we are going to again duplicate another one thing. So we are going to convert the video to be published. So then what we are going to do next means we are going to create a new row in our database here. So here we are going to set this one. uh, so we are going to set the title to be published, and the subtitle as nothing but the user's name. Okay, so your name of the user stored variable, and description is nothing but the description to be published, and image is nothing but this thumbnail, and video value is nothing but this. We have converted the video to be published, right? That is going to be this one. So that's all for this one converting. So that's all for the converting part. So let's check that again. So media, this is going to be converted, and we are going to, so again we are going to have one variable here, thumbnail. Okay, thumbnail here. So this is the variable that we created. So there we are going to store. So once it was converted the thumbnail, that we are going to store in this thumbnail app variable, that is going to be this value. So then again we are going to convert another one thing. So let's have one function as here, convert. Okay, convert is the function's name. So once it was opens, that time we are going to upload the thumbnail, and we are going to convert and save in this variable. And once it was done, so then we are going to link this function convert here. Once it was converted the thumbnail and stored, then we are going to call this one as convert, and media db1 we are going to upload the video to be published. So we are going to set this we are going to set this media url at this. So let's delete both of them. So let's keep this media url as this is a video to be published, right? So let's keep this video value, and image value is thumbnail that we created as a variable, right? So this is a thumbnail here. Okay, so that's all for this one. So because of that we called here. So that's all for converting this both of them. So then what you're going to do next means is successfully done for the publishing part. So once it was added to the database, that time we are going to navigate the screen to screen one. So then it will be navigating screen user to the home screen. So then what else we are having means, now we are having the home screen. So whenever user was clicking something in the data viewer list, that time that time we are going to navigate. First of all we need to store the row id in one variable. So row id to display is the variable that we are having. So we are going to store that so the row id display is going to be this row id. So then we are going to navigate the screen to screen load is the screen that we are having. So once the screen load was opens, that time we are having some different variables here, like we are having the title to display. So then after the title to display we are having the subtitle to display. So subtitle to display subtitle title to display. After the subtitle to display we are having a description to display. So description to display. So after the description to display we are having the video to be displayed. Okay, in this view part we are having this 1 2 3 4 things. So that's why we created a 1 2 3 4 different variables. So once the load was opened, that time we are going to keep this first variable that we created, a title to display, right? So this title to display is going to be, we are going to get the data source. We are going to get this one. So from a title we are having this one. So we're going to set this row id that the row id that we created. Row id to display is going to be the row id. So then what I'm going to do next means we are going to save another variable. Subtitle to display is going to be a subtitle segment and a row id to display. And we are having this one. After the subtitle we are having description to display. So description to display is going to be a description, a segment, and we are going to have this row id. So then again we are going to have this one video to be displayed. So in the YT home data and sheet 1, and in the video segment and row id to display from the row id. So then we have successfully saved in the variables. So then now we are going to navigate the screen to screen view. So when our user was opening the screen view, that time we are going to display this video. We have set this video to as that variable, right? That a video to be displayed. So after that we are having the first title. So title is going to be 678. So 6 is going to be the title. 678. Okay, so sixth part is going to be the title to be displayed. And seventh, after the sixth we are having the seventh part. So seventh part is nothing but the subtitle to be displayed, publisher. So after 7 we are having an 8. So 8th the label is going to be nothing but this one, description to be displayed. So that's all for this 4 different values. So whenever user was backpressed for this one, when user was backpressed, that time we are going to navigate the screen 2, not screen 1. It's screen home. Okay, so then what else we are having means, so we have successfully done programming for the screen 1, we have successfully done for the screen 2, successfully done for screen 3, screen 4 also done, screen 5 also done, and also screen publishing also done, screen view also done, screen load also done, screen home also done, screen finalize screen account also done. So we have successfully created our app now. So let's test the app now by clicking the live test app. So it should work. It's waiting for 3 seconds and it's navigating to this screen, right? So I'm going to name the username Rishi. I'm going to give the phone number something like this. Then I'm going to give the email address as rishiapps@gmail.com, and I'm going to save it. And in the home screen there's nothing, so it's showing the empty screen. In the account screen I can see everything, right? So now I'm going to go to home screen. I'm going to click this one. So I'm going to upload one thumbnail. So it should ask one thing. So in the thumbnail part I have done some mistakes, I think. So let's go to the blocks. So whenever you're clicking the image file, that time we are going to select the image from one. So that time we're going to say display this one, and only we are going to display. Okay, so it's not navigating to the screen. So why it's not navigating, I don't know. So let's test it again. So it should display. Why it's not okay? So this is not available for this one, I think so, for the computer. So let's add this file picker itself. So from the file picker we are having the file type anything like this image. So this one we are going to display this one. So in the image part we are going to display this file. Okay, in the image part we are going to display this file. Also this variable is going to have this file, and once we display it we are going to navigate the screen to screen 4. Okay, this is the thing so that we missed. So let's live test it again. So let's click this add button. So let's click this add icon. Yes, now you can select any one of this one. So then I'm going to select my any of the video. So I'm going to open it. You can see my video, right? I can play it. Yes, so now I can click this next button. So now I want to title, I'm going to give a title for that video. So Hyundai Haura, like that. And the description part is, this is a nice car. This is a nice car, like that. Then I'm going to click the publish button. So it's navigating to a loading screen. So it's loading, I mean the publishing to the database. So first of all, it will be converting the thumbnail to a URL. Then it will convert the video to a URL. Should work. So let's wait for another 1 second. I mean the 1 minute. Yes, now it's successfully done, I think so. The video part you can see this one, right? So but I add some other thing like this, I mean some other thumbnail, so that's why it's showing this one. So if I click this video, so then it will be loading for you on the Hera, but it's not displaying the video. So why it's not displaying the video? Screen view, we are having the video player, right? Automatically it should start playing. Also whenever this one was opened, that time video to be displayed, also loading screen. So here video to be displayed is the video, the video URL. Okay, then the time we are going to display it here. I think in the view screen it will not work, I think so. So I can do another one thing as a web view. Okay, web viewer. I think the URL will not work, so I can delete this block from here. So I'm going to set this ID is going to be fit content. Also the instead of this web viewer, we are going to keep it. Okay, so this is the one. So let's back to the screen one. So let's live test the application here. So let's play it here. Yes, now you can see the video, right? I can have to play it. If I back press in my mobile phone, means I can able to back press it. So you can also download this video. Also you can play a picture in picture like this one. So this is how our app is going to work. So if you like the video, make sure you click on the red color subscribe button and the bell icon. Also we took more time to create this app, so thank you for supporting us by watching this video till the end. So let's meet on the next video. Bye. So I will show the preview of this application in a preview shot. So you can see the preview shot, and let's meet on the next video.